world paused in awe. Millions gathered, eyes fixed on the Vatican. White smoke rose, signaling a new chapter for the Catholic Church. A new pope had been chosen, Pope Louis I. Silence blanketed St. Peter's Square, electric with centuries of tradition. Then a name rang out, sending ripples worldwide. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a son of the Philippines, the first Asian to claim the throne of St. Peter. It was a historic moment, breaking barriers and sparking joy across the globe. This wasn't just a new pope, it was a bold step forward, proof of faith's universal reach and the growing voice of the East. As the white smoke faded into Rome's blue sky, it left behind a glow of hope for the world, the Church, and a billion hearts touched by this moment. From St. Peter's balcony, Pope Louis I stepped forward, arms open wide, his warm smile melting away doubts. In that instant, history felt lighter, the future brighter. His first words, spoken with humble grace in fluent Italian, carried a promise of compassion and connection. Pope Louis I's path to this moment was one of deep faith and selfless service. From simple roots in the Philippines, he rose through the Church, driven by love for God and humanity. His life shows the power of kindness and faith to overcome any challenge. With his first blessing, Urbi et Orbi, to the city and the world, Pope Louis I began a new story, one of unity, understanding, and hope. The world watched, captivated, ready for what's next. Raised in a simple home, Pope Louis I learned early the power of kindness, strength, and community, values that shaped his life's work. Known for his hearty laugh and warm heart, Cardinal Tagle earned the nickname Chito, a sweet nod to how deeply he connected with people. Whether in the Philippines or across the globe, his ability to touch hearts made him a cherished figure. As Archbishop of Manila, he won over crowds with sermons that were both wise and relatable. His words, full of hope, spoke of love, forgiveness, and God's endless grace, striking a chord in a country facing poverty and inequality. He didn't just preach, he inspired people to live with faith and help one another. His practical advice? Stick together, lift each other up, especially when times are tough. Later, as a leader in the Vatican, he oversaw the Church's mission to spread faith worldwide. There, he built bridges across cultures, always promoting inclusivity and love. His work showed that faith knows no borders. When Cardinal Tagle became Pope Louis I, it was more than a milestone, it was a game changer. For centuries, popes came from Europe, reflecting a Western focus. His election broke that mold, shining a light on Asia's growing spiritual energy. It was a bold step toward a truly global church. Here was a pope who knew the struggles of the poor and marginalized, having walked beside them with comfort and hope. His rise proved that the Church's message belongs to everyone, no matter where they're from. Over 1 billion people celebrated, but nowhere was the pride stronger than in the Philippines. From Manila's busy streets to its quietest villages, the nation burst with joy. Churches brimmed with people singing praises, tears of pride and disbelief flowing freely. This was their pope, a son of the Philippines who had reached the heart of the Catholic world. The election of Pope Louis I was a proud moment for the Philippines, a shining proof of the deep faith that runs through its islands. For days, the country buzzed with colorful celebrations, parades, prayers, and songs weaving together faith, culture, and national pride. This wasn't just a religious milestone. It was a bold celebration of what it means to be Filipino, a spark for Asia's spiritual awakening. The news of Pope Louis I rippled across Asia, from South Korea to Indonesia, Vietnam to India, stirring excitement and wonder. In a region racing through modernization and grappling with global changes, an Asian pope felt like a guiding light. He understood their traditions, their hopes, and their place in a fast-moving world. His election wasn't just a win for the Catholic Church, it was a boost for Asia's growing spiritual energy, showing that faith still matters in a connected world. As Pope Louis I began his papacy, the world watched, captivated. From Manila's poorest neighborhoods to the Vatican's grand halls, his message of kindness and humility touched everyone, no matter their background. Leaders, religious and political, praised him as a bridge builder, someone who could bring people together in a divided world. They saw in him a chance for unity and purpose. His knack for connecting with people, whether they shared his faith or not, showed his genuine heart. In a world often split by differences, his empathy stood out as a symbol of hope, proving that unity is possible. Pope Louis I's passion for justice never wavered. He spoke up for the poor and forgotten, not just with words, but with a call for action. His mission inspired countless others to join him in making a difference. Pope Louis I called on everyone to care for our planet, reminding us that we are all connected to the earth we share. His words struck a chord with people worldwide who were craving real leadership, spiritual wisdom, and a fresh sense of purpose. His papacy wasn't just about guiding the Catholic Church, it was about living the values he preached, showing the world what it looks like to serve others with kindness and compassion. More than that, he sparked a global wave of faith, love, and understanding, bringing people together in a shared dream of hope and peace. As Pope Louis I began his journey, the world watched eagerly, excited to see what his leadership would bring. His election wasn't just a milestone for the Church, it was a moment that mattered for everyone. It opened a new chapter, full of promise, for real change. His rise wasn't a single event, but a pledge for a brighter future. A future where faith unites people across borders and cultures, and where compassion drives the Church's work. He turned his focus to those often overlooked, like the poor and marginalized. From refugee camps to struggling neighborhoods, he brought comfort and a sense of belonging to those who needed it most. Pope Louis I dreamed of a church that welcomes everyone, a church that listens and finds common ground. He believed in unity, building friendships with leaders of other faiths to create understanding and respect. His legacy is one of humility, hope, and healing, inspiring a world ready for a new way forward. Pope Louis I dreamed of a church that brings people together, building bridges instead of walls, and standing up for the poor and vulnerable. He showed the world that the Church's mission isn't just about grand cathedrals, it's about reaching out to the streets, giving hope to those who need it most. His legacy, still unfolding, is one of humility, hope, and healing, proving that faith can change lives and inspire a better world. His words and actions continue to ripple, reminding us of the incredible power of kindness and the strength of humanity when we stand united. Pope Louis I is a shepherd for a new era, leading with a vision of hope, inclusivity, and a deep connection to people everywhere. His election was a powerful reminder that the Church's message of love and compassion knows no borders or cultural divides. Standing as a humble guide for his global flock, Pope Louis I carries the hopes of over 1 billion people. He's a leader for today, whose compassion, wisdom, and unshakable faith light the way toward a brighter future. A world where love overcomes hate, hope defeats despair, and humanity finds unity in our shared heart. For more fascinating stories and insights, Subscribe to God Always for captivating videos and intriguing content.